Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to series Python from beginning to advanced level. In this video you will learn about outlier, that what is an outlier, how to detect an outlier. Outlier is a data point that deviates significantly from majority of the data. You can see this, and you can also see this data point that stands away from the majority of the data points. And an outlier can be caused by measurement errors, unusual natural variations, and errors when processing a data. First of all, I will create a data frame to analyze it. As you can see, most of the values are in between 80 to 100, but one value there is extreme value 150. This is an outlier. First of all, I will show the impacts of outliers and data analysis, how it impacts the data analysis process. First of all, I will calculate the mean of the dataset. Mean is the average of all values, and it is highly sensitive to extreme values. I will write the code mean to find out the mean. Okay, the mean value is 94.875. That is much higher than the actual performance of most of the students. So the outlier has pulled the mean value upward. You can see the most of the students have the marks 89, 80, 85, 90, 83, 84. So they all have lower values than the average value. Now let's calculate the range, which is the difference between the maximum and minimum value. Outlier can also affect this value. You can see the range is 70, which is extremely high, and this large value suggests a great spread than actually exists for most students. Let's make another data frame without the outlier value. I will use it for comparison, that how the outliers affect the measure. Now I will calculate the variance in the data. Variance is the measure of the spread of the data. You can see there is a big difference between the two values, so it shows how the outlier impact the statistical analysis of a dataset. Similarly, you can also see the impact of outlier by printing the standard deviation in the data. See the difference between the two values 22 and 5. There is a big difference between these two values. The outlier can affect our analysis, so it is important to find outlier in a dataset before performing data analysis and machine learning modeling, because it can lead to incorrect results. You can use different statistical methods to detect outlier, such as IQR method, and here you can see it identifies the outlier. Similarly, you can use z-score to identify the outlier based on the z-score. But in this video I will show you how to detect outlier using plots such as box plot and correlation plot. A box plot is a simple visualization to spot outlier using the IQR method. Means it detect the outlier using quartile method. You can see the box plot components in this figure. The vertical line inside the box is the median, which is the middle value of the dataset. Similarly, the interquartile range IQR, which is the 50% of the data, the middle 50% of the data. You can see the lower bound, the 25th percentile, and similarly the upper bound, the 75th percentile, the right side. And IQR interquartile range is the difference between the lower bound and the upper bound, means the middle 50% of the data. Similarly, the minimum and maximum values are, and the last one, the red values, the red dots are the potential outlier that are far away from the normal values. You can see in this box plot the maximum value 98, the minimum value 80, and this is the median. Similarly, you can see the one dot that is the outlier. Now I will use a scatter plot to show how you can detect outlier using the scatter plot. So first I will create a new dataset that contains an outlier. Okay, now I will plot the data frame. As you can see in the scatter plot, the one value that is 150 far away from other values is here in the corner, and the other values are here. Now that's it for part 1. We learned what outliers are and how they impact the data analysis and how we can detect outliers. And in the next video you will learn how to remove outliers, or when we should drop outlier and when we should keep outliers. So stay tuned for the next video and don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Thank you.